20.
Hello, hello.
But it's
Hello, hi, you came for something, sir?
You see, you don't have to use a lot of it, right? Yeah.
Hey, hi. You have to try it and tell us which one is your favorite, okay? Five oil, and then one of my clients that got married today at the end. Don't double dip. Just double dip it.
That was automatic.
Broke the record as an 800-meter runner for the Bahamas. Hi. Did you guys just have me? Like legend in the house, she broke the 800 meters with women. And since me and I always knew her, but since we got really cool and really close, she reminds me a lot of myself. In that she doesn't give up. Like, she has a warrior, lioness, fierce mentality. And I felt as though being a girl boss, which she is as well, she's also now a mother, newly mother. And I felt as though she could impart a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight, tips and tricks. And so I asked her if she could come and speak. She's like, yes. And I was like, okay, good, that's the fire we need. So don't give up on us yet. Stick around. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce this girl boss to come to talk to us on resilience. Very fitting. Teshon Adderley.
Good night, everyone. I have my little notes on my phone, so I'm not just texting and talking to you guys, okay? So my name is Teshon Adderley. I graduated from CV Bethel Senior High. I also had the opportunity to go off to school, University of Minnesota, on a full track and field scholarship. I also graduated from there. I ran fast enough, like she said, to become the 800-meter record holder for the Bahamas. And right now, currently, I am a fitness instructor working on other adventures outside of that, and I'm a new mom. Topic for this evening is resilience. And I was so excited that Aaliyah invited me to speak, but I was honored to speak on the topic that she selected. And in my opinion, resilience is a topic that most women tend to forget, especially when times become frustrating, overwhelming, and difficult to deal with. So I also consider the topic resilience very personal. And I say personal because as a new mom, and my new wonderful form with the big tummy, big arms, now I got a little butt. Didn't have that before. I went from transitioning being an extremely fit individual to literally weighing outside of my comfort zone. I gained about 50 pounds when I got pregnant, and that was very difficult for me. I'm starting to shred it, but I had to change my mind about what was going on with me, and I had to do something fast. I had to gather myself and remind myself that this is just a body. Even though I'm no longer the size I used to be, now I have to look towards the future for not only a better body type, but a better all-around being. I started focusing on what my future had to offer for both me and my family. So now my new focus is on becoming a much stronger, more beautiful, more loving, more giving, and a much more resilient individual, okay? So first, what resilience is. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. One word you all should really focus on is the definition, and in this definition is the adjective quickly. I say you must focus on this because I am very slow at recovering. And especially depending on the situation, it would take me some time to recover. Very, very slow. But that is not resilience. Resilience is recovering quickly from tough times. So if something is happening or is negatively happening to your business, you have to quickly recover. That's being resilient. As I mentioned earlier, we as women become overwhelmed and frustrated when things tend not to go the way we planned. Sometimes we start to, 1, think about doubting our dreams, or 2, question what our dream is, or 3, no longer want to do anything with our dreams. If you are in any of these 3 negative mindsets, you definitely are taking a toll on your business. So instead, you want to be resilient by 1, acting quickly, 2, acting smartly, and 3, acting bravely towards the difficult times during your journey. So what are we acting quickly, smartly, and bravely towards? Now I'll tell you what it really means to be resilient. As a girl boss, being resilient means that you are one who have experienced, you have felt, you have failed, you have been hurt, and you have fallen. But most importantly, you have picked yourself up off the ground and you kept on going. In order for you to pursue resilience, you have to go through hell and high waters. If it was easy, you wouldn't need resilience. When you make a sale, that is great. When you are meeting your weekly and monthly targets, it's a no-brainer. Things are going great. But fall, and you need to fail. And you need obstacles, and that's where the growth is for your future. I want you all to remember that the only you can allow yourself to become resilient. Most persons have family members, friends, and even strangers encouraging them more than they would ever encourage themselves. Resilience is personal. You are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. So if only you can ensure your resilience, how can you ensure that you are being resilient as often as possible? I put together 4 ways to ensure resilience is within you all the time, within yourself. Resilience within yourself. I'll state how you can become resilient, then list 3 points afterwards. The first way to ensure resilience is 1, speak to yourself as often as possible. The points I have listed are: always encourage yourself. 2, stay tough. And 3, keep picking yourself up. No matter how much encouragement is given by your peers, parents, and siblings, if you don't pick yourself up, you'll never get off the ground. And always remember, life is happening for you and not to you. So when times become difficult, it is happening for you to get better or to aware you of something going on in your future. Number 2, create your own meaning. The points I have listed are: 1, what does being resilient mean to you? Create your own meaning for it. For number 2, what does it mean to your business? You have your business and it's precious to you, it's your baby. What does it mean to your business? And last, who loves you even when you're falling, failing, or not being resilient? And the third, for number 3, to ensure that you continue being resilient, I have keep growing. My first point under keep growing is being and staying prepared. Doing your research, staying on top of what's new in your business field, educating others, using business card, and promoting via social media. The second point is don't try to solve your initial problems with the same thinking. If you don't change anything, nothing will ever change. My third point is micro steps to macro steps. The small steps you take today will eventually become bigger steps tomorrow. And also reward your small wins. That is exactly what's going to encourage you to keep on going. And my last point, number 4, to ensure that you continue to be resilient is keep giving. A lot of persons forget to give, but giving is a very big part of life and a very big part of growing your business. My first point underneath that is when you give, God sees that. The person you are giving to may or may not appreciate it, but most importantly, you understand what it is to be someone who may be giving their last. You may be someone who didn't make your target this month and still give. That's when you understand what it is to be a giver despite not having it all together. My second point, build relationships. Maybe you gave something to someone who didn't have it then, but maybe later they are doing well and become your number 1 customer. My last point is from someone I look up to and has been a mentor of mine for the past 2 years. His name is Tony Robbins. He is an author, motivational speaker, and a millionaire. Tony suggests that the secret of living is giving. Tony has fed thousands of families around the U.S. and I use Tony because he was someone who didn't have it at one point in his life and was fed by a stranger. And that encouraged him to continue giving back too. He has given in a very big scale, but all you need to do is just give to one person in whatever way you possibly can. Just genuinely give. So to recap, the 4 ways of maintaining resilience are speaking to yourself, creating a meaning for yourself, continuing to grow, and giving. To conclude, I'd like to leave you girl bosses with this. Tough times will never last, but tough people will always last. Thank you.
Amen. Was she like delicious? That was good. I was in the back and I was like, let me leave the door open. Is this good? I know it was really good. So Teshon, just to say thank you, come. On behalf of the Ultimate Girl Boss Party, sponsored by the University of the Bahamas, we'd like to present you with this book. I know you like to read, so you'll enjoy this. A lot of Bahamian women are in it, speaking their minds and feelings and everything, so do enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you in advance. I don't wanna dance. I don't need your hands.
All the up and down. Make all the
supports young businesses.